Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're into video making, photography, tech review and drones, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you won't miss anything. Today I would like to spend some time talking about those extra gigs that will make your YouTube studio stand out. And I'm not talking about key light, main light or tripod, microphone. Everybody knows that we need that. I'm talking about 5 extra little thingy, very cheap stuff that will help you look more professional and will help a lot with your YouTube studio. It will look more professional, it will look like many people are taken care of. But let's roll the intro first and let's get back to it. Okay, starting at number 1, I would like to take into consideration the way we light a set, a YouTube set. We know there's a key light, we know there's a fill light, but something that people often forget is the backdrop light. Backlight will give your body more definition and separation and contribute to the contrast of the image. You can also use a colored one if you want to give a color scheme or if you want to make the picture more interesting. A backlight can be very cheap and at the same time it can make your video pop as you wouldn't even imagine. It can be one of these. This is an Aputure. I also have a Sokani. They're very cheap lights. You can lean it on a shelf behind you as I did, or you can mount it on a tripod. They can be very cheap, but at the same time they can make your video pop as you would never imagine. Number 2, here we find what I like to call my DIY overhead mount. What I did was, when I was searching for an overhead mount, I saw that all the solutions were pretty expensive. So I remember I saw on Amazon a microphone stand, and they're pretty light so they won't carry a lot of weight. But I ordered one and tested it out and it worked perfectly. It works perfectly with my A5100. It doesn't work with the A6500, but this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. This is currently holding my Tascam microphone, and this is a microphone stand, as you can see. With a 1/4 inch mount, and it's a rig, overhead rig. And with this solution I've fixed so many problems you won't even imagine. It works great. 19 euros, and I have a working overhead mount for my secondary camera or my phone. Overhead mount is essential, especially with unboxing, when you want to give your perspective to the viewer. Solution is cheap and portable, as well as it will give you an extra look of professionality to your work. And number 3, we find something that we think it's obvious, but it's not. If you think, what is the thing that makes you click away from a video the most? And that's horrible audio. Horrible audio is something you can fix, and I think it's even, if you use your head, it's even cheap to fix it. At the moment I'm recording on my Rode Video Micro mounted on the camera, and at the same time I have the overhead rig, as you see, with my Tascam DR5. I like to have double audio every time so I can play with it. I have more elasticity when I edit, and I can choose which track sounds better than the two, especially because my new studio still doesn't have any insulation, so probably there will be an echo. That means I need to work on it. I had too many bad experiences with audio. It's always good to have one of them around if your aim is to create quality content on YouTube. This Tascam recorder can also be used to record sound effects very easily and quickly. It's always reliable and it provides very clean sound. And I think it's around 80 euros or something like that. Remember that all the links to the stuff I'm showing you will be down in the description if you ever need them. Number 4, and I'm going from one camera to the other because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an extra camera. It doesn't have to be another mirrorless camera or a DSLR. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it, but you need a second camera. You need a second angle to show more professionality on your videos and to make your video more interesting. Extra camera is the key to give the viewer a look of professionalism. Switching from one camera to another can be key. This can be done with the same camera, but it will mean a lot of work. It will mean shoot this, then shoot it again, mount the camera on the other side, get a different angle, and then put everything together in post-production. So let's say, for example, that I'm doing an unboxing. I would have that camera standing on the tripod and the A5100, which is my second camera, mounted on a head rig. That means I have to do the unboxing just once. So not only is a look of like professionality, but it's also a matter of time. And considering I have twins, as you may know, and time is key and very important for me, I don't want to waste any of that. So double camera for me is essential, even to, I don't know, something can go wrong on one and you can be safe on the other one, especially if you have double audio. So it's like a circle of little gigs that need to be in place to make things work properly. Just keep in mind that extra camera can also mean your phone. You can place your phone. Today phones already have 4K. My iPhone 8 Plus, my iPhone 8 Plus has a 4K camera, and sometimes I lean it on this overhead rig here. Over here, I don't know if you see it. It's up here, and I activate the camera, and I have a third point of view on what's happening in the studio. At number 5, last but not least, I would like to talk about really small gigs that can be LED light, like you see here, or the subscribe button that's right there. Did you notice that before? That's a subliminal message that it would not mean a lot to you now that I'm talking about, but I think it actually works. It gives some color to the set. It gives you a subliminal message that, believe me, sometimes really works. Do not underestimate the power of this pillow. It says subscribe. You have no idea how much this works. It probably works better than asking for subs. All these gigs give color and make your backdrop step out of what we are used to see. Every time I shoot a new video, I try to add some of these gigs to make the set different and more interesting for the viewer. So I add a drone, I can add, I don't know, some little monsters here. So guys, before I close this video, I would like to tell you that I'm in contact with a really cool YouTuber. Her name is Rachel Lerch. She does photography. She goes out with a camera with the most beautiful environment in Canada where she's based, and she teaches me and she teaches other 10,000 subscribers how to use a camera. And it was inspiring because I got a message from her and she said, "Are you up for a collaboration?" I said, "Seriously? I mean, you really want to collab with me?" So during the next week we'll be working together on a video. It's a special challenge. I don't want to tell you a lot about it because I want it to be a surprise. I guess that was all for today, guys. Smash the like button if you like the video, subscribe if it's something you're into, and I'll see you guys on the next video.